Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we explore the wonders of the natural world and uncover the fascinating stories that surround us. I'm your host, David, and I'm excited to share today's tale with you. As we step out into the great outdoors, we often think about the grand landscapes, the majestic mountains, and the vast oceans. But sometimes, it's the smallest and most overlooked places that hold the greatest secrets. Today, we're going to talk about a project that's bringing new life to some of these hidden gems, the restoration of ancient ponds. In the English countryside, a team of dedicated researchers and volunteers has been working tirelessly to uncover and restore long-forgotten ponds. Led by Professor Carl Sayer and his colleague, Professor Helene Birmingham from University College London, this project is not just about digging holes in the ground, it's about resurrecting entire ecosystems that have been lost for centuries. Using a combination of old maps, LiDAR technology, and satellite imagery, the team identifies potential pond sites, often hidden beneath layers of soil and vegetation. Once a site is confirmed, the team carefully excavates the area, taking care not to damage the delicate seed layer that holds the key to the pond's future. As the ponds begin to fill with rainwater, something remarkable happens. Plants and animals start to colonize the area, often within days or weeks of the pond's creation. It's as if the ecosystem has been waiting patiently for centuries, just waiting for the right conditions to spring back to life. One of the most striking aspects of this project is the speed at which these ecosystems can recover. Professor Sayer describes it as resurrection rather than restoration because the process is so rapid and complete. The team has even found rare plants and animals that were thought to be extinct in the area, suddenly reappearing in the restored ponds. But what's perhaps most exciting about this project is its potential for scalability. Restoring a pond can be done relatively quickly and cheaply, with a price tag of around $2,000 per pond. Compare that to the cost of restoring a meadow or ancient woodland, and you start to see why Professor Sayer believes that this could be a game changer for conservation efforts. As we explore the natural world on Nature Walk, we often talk about the big picture, climate change, biodiversity loss, and the need for sustainable practices. But stories like this remind us that even small actions can have a profound impact when it comes to preserving the beauty and complexity of our planet. So, let's take a moment to appreciate the tiny wonders that surround us, from the intricate web of life in a single pond to the dedicated individuals who are working tirelessly to protect and restore these ecosystems. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David, and we're glad you're joining us again today. We've got an exciting update to share with you from the world of ocean conservation. After decades of negotiation, a groundbreaking treaty aimed at protecting the high seas has reached a major milestone. The High Seas Treaty, which was signed by countries in 2023, has now been ratified by its 60th nation, paving the way for it to come into force early next year. This is a monumental achievement for ocean conservation, as it sets binding rules for the conservation and sustainable use of marine biodiversity in international waters. The treaty aims to protect 30% of the world's oceans by 2030, which is crucial for replenishing depleted marine life and mitigating the effects of climate change. Currently, only about 1% of the high seas are protected, leaving them vulnerable to overfishing, pollution, and other human activities that harm marine ecosystems. The treaty will enable countries to propose areas for protection, which will then be voted on by signatory nations. While some critics have raised concerns about the effectiveness of the treaty, given that countries will conduct their own environmental impact assessments and make the final decisions, many experts believe that this is a crucial step forward in protecting our oceans. The ocean plays a vital role in regulating the planet's climate, providing half of the oxygen we breathe and supporting the livelihoods of millions of people around the world. It's estimated that the ocean contributes over $2.5 trillion to global economies each year, making it an essential component of our planet's ecosystem. As we celebrate this achievement, we're reminded that there's still much work to be done to protect our oceans and the incredible array of life they support. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates on the progress of the High Seas Treaty. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk, dear listeners. As we conclude our journey through the natural world today, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on a rather personal and thought-provoking story that has been shared with me recently. It's about the unintended consequences of our actions as pet owners and how they can impact the environment. As many of you know, Being a responsible pet owner is not just about providing love, care, and attention to our furry friends, but also about considering the broader implications of our choices on the world around us. Today, I'd like to share with you a tale that highlights the importance of mindful decision-making when it comes to caring for our pets. The story begins with a common problem faced by many pet owners: fleas. Those pesky little creatures can cause discomfort and distress to our beloved companions, and it's only natural that we want to get rid of them as quickly and effectively as possible. However, in our quest to eliminate these unwanted pests, we may be inadvertently harming the very environment that sustains us. The culprit behind this harm is a class of pesticides commonly used in flea treatments, including fipronil and imidacloprid. While these chemicals are effective at killing fleas, they have also been shown to be toxic to wildlife, particularly aquatic life. Research has revealed that the use of these pesticides can lead to significant water pollution, with devastating consequences for insects, fish, and other species. One study found that a single monthly flea treatment for a dog contains enough imidacloprid to kill 25 million bees. Another study detected fipronil in 99% of English waters, with one sample showing levels 38 times the safety limit. The problem extends beyond dogs swimming in rivers and lakes after treatment. Residues enter waterways, down the drain, when owners wash pet bedding or clean their hands after handling the animals. As I delved deeper into this story, I was struck by the realization that many of us, myself included, have been using these flea treatments without fully understanding the potential risks they pose to the environment. It's a sobering thought, and one that has prompted me to reevaluate my own approach to pet care. So, what can we do differently? The advice from experts is clear: only treat your pets when there's an actual infestation, or if they're at high risk. For 4 weeks after treatment, keep dogs away from rivers, and avoid bathing them or washing their bedding at home to prevent the pesticides from going down the drain. As I reflect on this story, I'm reminded of the interconnectedness of our world and the importance of considering the broader implications of our actions. As pet owners, we have a responsibility not just to our furry friends, but also to the environment that sustains us all. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.